Hey everyone, Gill here. This is a pre-match thoughts video for the French Open final in 2019, Rafael Nadal versus Dominic Thiem. Very excited for this one. A lot to get into. I'm going to get into tactics a lot in this, although I can't paint you the visual picture, lacking in the technology to do so here in London. I also want to apologize for my voice. I cannot breathe through my nose, so I sound awful, but we're going to have to get through it, fight through it like a champion. The first thing I want to address is probably what people are going to be commenting about, which is the fatigue factor. And all I'm going to say on it is Thiem is supremely fit. He's one of the fittest players on tour. He works extremely hard. So it is possible, very possible, that fatigue plays zero factor whatsoever in this match. The only way to find out is to watch. Thiem could look tired. Thiem could look not tired. Who knows what's going to happen? But to say before the match that it's going to be a factor is, in my opinion, a little bit presumptuous, based on the fitness levels of Dominic Thiem and based on the fact that it's not as if he was running out of gas at the tail end of his semifinal clash with Novak Djokovic. First thing I want to talk about with tactics is the simple fact that I think that both of these players have such massive weapons off the ground with their heavy forehands that whoever is dictating the rallies will probably have quite the edge in this match. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points won with scrambling and defense. There will be some because Nadal and Thiem are also both quick around the court and they can defend on this surface, but their forehands and their repetitive heaviness off the ground is that where I do think whoever is dictating will have the most success. The key is, I think Nadal can do it a little bit better off both wings than Dominic Thiem, but in the same breath, I think Dominic Thiem's forehand might be a little bit more reliable as a consistent attacking weapon at this stage than Rafa Nadal's forehand, which when he loses confidence on that side can become problematic. So, the key for Nadal is to keep it off of Dominic Thiem's forehand in certain positions. He cannot let Thiem hit forehands from the middle of the court, and he cannot let Thiem hit forehands from the backhand side of the court, from the ad court, where Thiem's forehand is even deadlier. I believe that Rafa Nadal's backhand and how precise he has been with that backhand and how good that shot has been is going to be key in preventing Dominic Thiem from getting the forehands that he wants. When it comes to Nadal's forehand, we know how he can loop that cross-court angle and how he can attack the righty one-handed backhand. Everybody knows that. That's simple. But in the past, what Dominic Thiem has done to get forehands is pin Nadal in his backhand corner. And basically with Nadal on his back foot, if Nadal's backhand isn't firing, Thiem can have a lot of time on the other side of the court to bash forehands. So the key is going to be when Nadal hits backhands, how well is he going to be able to keep it off of Thiem's forehand in the middle of the court? And the way Nadal is hitting that shot, so precise down the line, and so good with the backhand angle, and so hard with the backhand cross court, which he used so well against Federer in the semifinal. The way Nadal is hitting that shot, I think that's going to be the key for him. If he can continue to hit the backhand as well as he's hitting it, he's going to be able to make it so that Thiem is either hitting backhands or Thiem is stretched out on his forehand side, which is okay. If you can stretch out Thiem on the deuce court, if Nadal could use his pace or he could use his short angle with his backhand to stretch Thiem out, that is okay. As long as Thiem is not hitting forehands from the middle of the court and the ad court. And Nadal's going to use his backhand and the precision of his backhand, I think, to do so. That shot is at a point where I think he'll have success. With Nadal's return of serve, I think he has the opportunity to neutralize Thiem's serving better than most and better than Thiem is used to. Because of Nadal's deep return position and because of his power from that position to get back to neutral in rallies, I think that Thiem's kick serve could be pretty much neutralized with Nadal's return position, which should be very, very interesting. So that's something to keep in mind. With that being said, I think if Thiem does get an advantage in this match, free points could be a factor. And from Dominic Thiem's perspective, they must be a factor if he wants to win. Expect Nadal to implement a similar strategy that Djokovic implemented, which is the answer against Dominic Thiem is to still go heavy to his backhand, make him hit backhands. Here's one thing to watch out for. Thiem is slicing it a lot. If he slices it against Nadal, he is screwed. You cannot slice against Nadal, especially on clay. Maybe on a fast hard court, maybe on grass. On clay, it is an awful tactic. So I think that Nadal is going to make him hit a lot of topspin backhands if he can. It's a shot that doesn't have the same kind of consistency, let's just say, as the other three ground strokes on the court. It ain't Nadal's backhand, it's not Nadal's forehand, it's not Thiem's forehand. The most inconsistent shot on the court is Dominic Thiem's one-handed topspin backhand. Expect Nadal to exploit that. Expect Nadal to exploit any slice backhands from Dominic Thiem. Expect Nadal to neutralize Thiem's serve better than most, and expect Nadal to do a very good job of keeping Dominic Thiem out of the middle of the court with his forehand. For all these reasons, I'm picking Rafa Nadal in 4 sets. That is all. Let's see if fatigue is a factor. I will have more for you after the match with a post-match thoughts video. Monday match analysis this week will be entirely Q&A, so look out for the YouTube post and follow me on Twitter at Gill Gross to reach me for these for the Monday match analysis Q&A. Hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the match. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.